In today's video, I'm going to be running through the top 10 class setups and guns after the most recent update in Warzone. There were a lot of changes, so there's a lot of different weapons that you should definitely try out. If you are new around here, please do subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. We're on the road to 100k. Whenever we hit 80k as well, we're doing a 5,000 COD point giveaway. To enter, just subscribe and comment below saying you want to enter. And leave a like on the video. It does really help these videos get pushed out to more people. So the first weapon in the video is going to be the Owen gun. This is a very, very good SMG. It still is, even after the most recent update. And it probably will be one of the best SMGs for a very long time. Let's get straight into the class. First of all, we have the recoil booster increasing the fire rate, and then the rapid barrel also increasing the fire rate. For the optic, you want the Model 47 optic. You can use any optic of your choice, but for me, this optic is one of the best for this specific weapon. For the stock, you want the remove stock for the increased mobility, movement speed, etc. Then for the underbarrel, you want the hand stop underbarrel, which is going to just increase the recoil control because this weapon does have quite a bit of recoil on it. Then the 72 Gorenko magazine, this is also going to do the same thing, increasing the recoil control, and it also increases the fire rate as well. For the ammo type, you can use hollow point or lengthened. Both of them are pretty much the same statistics wise, so whatever one you want, just use whatever. For the rear grip, you want to go ahead and use the, the stippled grip tape for the recovery of the recoil and the initial firing recoil as well, so whenever you start shooting, there's not as much as a kick. Next up, you want to go ahead and use Brace, which is going to increase the recoil control again, and then Quick. That is the full loadout, great mobility, and it also has good accuracy as well. That is how you want to build the Owen gun. Let's get on to the next weapon. So the next weapon on the video is going to be the Automaton, the Automaton, however you say this weapon, I still don't know, to be honest with you. But it's a really good assault rifle, and in the most recent update, a lot of the assault rifles did get a nerf, so this is one of the ones that might just start appearing a lot more often. So first of all, you want the MX silencer on this. You want to use this because it increases the recoil control, suppresses the weapon, and it also increases the damage range as well. A lot of people make the mistake of using this one here. You don't really want to use this one because it doesn't increase the recoil control as much, and it also doesn't increase the range as much. This is more of a close range kind of one, I would say. But this is definitely what you want to use on all of the Vanguard assault rifles for long range. Next up, we have the barrel, which is going to be the BFA barrel. This is going to simply just increase the accuracy, and it's going to be less sway and bob as well. So if you're shooting, aiming down sight, and walking at the same time, usually your gun sways around and bobs up and down. But with this barrel, it makes it so it's nice and steady. You can hit your shots really easily. Then you want the 2.5 times optic. You can use any other optic that you like, but this one is my favorite. Then you want to go ahead and use the padded stock. This is going to increase the flinch resistance whenever you are in a gunfight. If the enemy is shooting at you, you're not going to flinch as much, so you're going to be able to stay accurate. And it also increases the recoil control as well. For the underbarrel, hand stop for the recoil control, 75 round magazine partnered with lengthen for the increased bullet velocity. And then for the rear grip, you want to go ahead and put on the polymer grip. This is going to increase the flinch resistance and also the accuracy as well. Then for perk 1, you want to go ahead and put on tight grip. This is going to increase the accuracy and recoil control again. And then for perk 2, fully loaded. All in all, this is one of the most accurate assault rifles in the whole entire game right now. Very low recoil and a pretty good time to kill as well. Alright, the MP40. It's still really, really good in the most recent update. No matter how many times they nerf or change this weapon, whatever, I honestly feel like it's still going to be one of those weapons that continues to be a top tier weapon for the remainder of Warzone. So the first attachment is the recoil booster, and then the short barrel. Recoil booster is going to increase the fire rate, short barrel is going to increase the damage range and the limb damage. For the underbarrel, go ahead and put on the skeletal underbarrel for the increased ADS time. And then for the magazine, stick on the Gorenko 45. This increases the movement speed, recoil control, ADS, and the fire rate, which is a really, really good attachment for this weapon. Hollow point or lengthened, once again, doesn't matter. And then you can use any optic of your choice. It's up to you. I personally like this last one, but it's up to you. Another good one is slate reflector. You can use that as well. But like I said, optic is really a personal preference, so just use whatever one you're comfortable with. And then I would like to use on the rear grip the stippled grip tape for the recoil recovery and initial firing recoil, or you can take that off and stick on the fabric grip for increased ADS and mobility instead. So more accurate, with the stippled, or more mobility with the fabric. It's up to you. Then we're going to be going for the folding stock, which increases the mobility, sprint to fire time, and movement speed, which is amazing. And then for the perk 1, you want to go ahead and put on Perfectionist, increasing the recoil control, and then quick for the sprint speed. That is the full loadout. Alright, so next up we have the AX50, which is going to be a new, like, best sniper. Now, in the most recent update, they've changed it, so there's only 5 snipers that one-shot at any range. One-shot headshot, that is. The Kar 98K, the Swiss, you know, they still one-shot, but only in their one-shot range. So the AX50 actually has an unlimited one-shot headshot range, and it still is really, really good. I feel like this is going to be like the Kar 98K replacement, because you can make it have pretty fast ADS with this specific loadout. So you want to put on the monolithic suppressor, then you can put on the tack laser, the stippled grip tape, and the assassin stock. Now the stippled grip tape, the assassin stock, the tack laser, these are all going to increase the ADS speed, making it have a pretty quick ADS. And then for the barrel, if you wanted to, like I said, you could stick on the 17-inch barrel to make that ADS even quicker. I see some people doing it. However, I feel like it's a little bit better with the factory barrel. It's going to have a little bit of a slower ADS, but it has that increased bullet velocity and damage range. And then the monolithic suppressor is just a standard attachment on all Modern Warfare weapons. But in the video is going to be the OTS. This is one of those SMGs that will literally be the best for literally ages. This thing is just still good. It's been good for so long, and it still is one of the best. So you want to use the Grau suppressor for the accuracy, and then you want to use the task force for the bullet velocity and the strafe speed. Strafe speed is really important, especially on a close range SMG. It's going to help you win more gunfights at close range. The 40 fast mag, and then the serpent wrap for the increased ADS time, and then the last attachment is up to you. You can either have a stock, which is going to be the skeletal stock, increasing the sprint to fire time, movement speed, and ADS firing move speed, or you could go with something like a laser, which increases the hipfire accuracy or something like that. But this one here is my personal favorite loadout. Next up, we're going to be going for the XM4, still a really, really good assault rifle, one of the best, and it's really accurate, good time to kill, and I absolutely love this weapon. I use it all the time, and it's still really good after the new update. The agency suppressor for the increased recoil control and bullet velocity, and then you want to go ahead and stick on the task force barrel, increasing the recoil control and range once again. Then you want to put on the Axle 3 times, increasing the accuracy. This is the best optic to use for long range on the Cold War assault rifles. Field Agent grip for the vertical recoil control and horizontal recoil control. And then the 60 round magazine. And that is it. It's a really, really good loadout. 5 attachments, nice and simple. And yeah, let's get into the next one. Alright, so next up we have the STG. This actually got a buff in the most recent update, so it's definitely going to be one of those new assault rifles that a lot of people are going to be trying out and using. It definitely is more like compatible at the moment, because before it was pretty weak, but now it is a little bit better. So the first attachment is going to be the MX silencer, increasing the recoil control. Like I said, every single Vanguard assault rifle for long range, you want to put on the MX silencer. Luckily, you unlock this pretty much straight away as well, which is pretty good. It just increases the recoil control and also the damage range. Then we're going to be going for this 760mm barrel. This increases the bullet velocity, the accuracy, and the damage range, and the bob sway, etc. Next up, we have the 2.5 times optic, which is probably one of the best optics to use. Then you want to go for the precision stock, increasing the recoil control and also the ADS speed. Acrobatic for the movement speed and sprinting move speed, and then you want to use fully loaded as well. A hand stop for the increased recoil control and accuracy. 45 round magazine. Unfortunately, this is a last unlock. You pretty much unlock this at level 70, so you might have to wait a little bit. Lengthened ammo type for the bullet velocity, and then the polymer grip for the accuracy, recoil control. That is the full loadout. Let's get on to the next one. Next up, we have the Cold War MP5. This has been one of my favorite SMGs for literally so long, and I haven't really seen that many people use it recently, but it really is a top SMG. Let's get into the class. Agency suppressor for the accuracy, and then you don't want to use any barrel. You then want to use the Tiger Team Spotlight for the movement speed and aim walking movement speed. Serpent wrap for the ADS, and then the 50 round mag, and then the Raider stock. Altogether, this is one of the fastest SMGs in the game. It's really, really quick. The movement speed, the ADS, everything is really, really quick with this specific weapon, with these attachments. That is it. I'm going to get straight into the next one. Okay, so next up we have the Grau. This is a really, really good assault rifle right now. It absolutely beams. It's got very low recoil and it has a good time to kill as well. So of course it's a modern warfare weapon, so you want to use the monolithic suppressor, and then for the barrel you want the Archangel barrel, which is going to increase the recoil control and damage range. Commando foregrip for the recoil control, 60 round magazine, and then the tac laser as well. If you want to, you can swap the tac laser with the 3x optic. I see a lot of people doing this to make it a little bit more accurate, but I don't really see the point, so I just use the tac laser, but it's up to you. And finally on the video, we have the Jak-12, which is definitely one of the most dominant secondary shotguns at the moment. Everyone is using this. It's very, very good. This is going to tighten the pellet spread so you can do more damage and obviously hit every pellet. It's going to do more damage and kill the enemy quicker. Then you want to go ahead and use the influx barrel, increasing the tighter pellet spread again. 5mm laser, increasing the hipfire accuracy. 20 round drum, and then the Merc foregrip. It's a really, really good class. I know it's a shotgun, I know it's sweaty, I know it's annoying, but everyone's using this, so if you can't beat them, you have to join them. That is it for the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.